Hello Newsies, it's Monday, June 29th, and the only news you need to know is coming toward you faster than Scott Summers replaces Jean Grey. I'm Cy, and in the power invested in me, I now pronounce you Newsies and Newswords. In tech, the week opened with an actual, maybe really working hoverboard. There have been no updates informing us that this is a hoax, yet I've been burned so many times before that I'm afraid to think this is actually true. Gmail finally adds an undo send feature with a max time limit of 30 seconds after sending. Instagram implements an explore tab to navigate trending topics. Facebook Messenger can now be used by the 7 people left who still don't have a Facebook account. Tumblr created a 24-hour GIF-fueled streaming site, and Google Play launched its own music streaming service to compete with Spotify. Samsung angered the Microsoft gods by disabling Windows Update on some of their machines, claiming it was interfering with some of the preloaded proprietary software that introduces users to the uninstall process. A SpaceX rocket bringing supplies, studies, and HoloLenses to the International Space Station exploded soon after takeoff. Comedy Central is streaming every single Daily Show with Jon Stewart episode until his final show. And Amazon launches Treasure Truck, a mobile deal machine that allows people to purchase discounted items as long as they hunt down the wild vehicle to pick up the bounty. Right now, it is an American future city, Seattle, but if successful, could easily be scaled. And the internet became most delightfully festive after the Supreme Court ruling on same-sex marriage. Companies who updated their social media icons, posted words of support, or rainbowed their products included Twitter, YouTube, Uber, Google, Snapchat, and Facebook. So Nintendo's news was coincidentally topical as they announced that Fire Emblem Fates will include same-sex marriage. The Persona 5 trailer leaked and is mostly made of animation. In an effort to wipe out content with the Confederate flag, Apple nixes historical games, though they are currently being reviewed for readmittance into the Eden of the iStore. And Batman Arkham Knight has been having a rough time with performance on PC copies. In an onslaught of negative reviews, the game has all but disappeared from Steam, and Warner has suspended all PC sales until the issue can be resolved. Rocksteady has announced that they are on the case, having already released a patch, but admitting that significant work is still needed on the game. Sony announces their 1TB PS4 system, Bethesda honors a fan's purchase of Fallout 4 with 2200 bottle cap, and not content to only randomly generate race, Rust developers also decided to randomize penis length, and unsurprisingly, players have taken to the forums to compare sizes. Lastly, in games, Bungie was making impressive strides in out-of-touchness, first implementing a pay structure for upcoming content, The Taken King, that forced long-time existing players to repay for content they had already purchased in order to get access to exclusive content, then responding to questions about it in a flippant and dismissive manner. Luke Smith, creative director of Destiny, has since apologized for his comments, and the exclusive items and emotes have been offered to long-term players for a slightly less hefty price tag. But Bungie wasn't done. Simultaneously, they announced even more content accessible only by purchasing Red Bull. By procuring specially marked cans, players would gain access to a new quest and bonus XP consumable. The energy drink is the only way to access this quest, though as far as I know the code is on the outside, so you won't have to actually suffer through the substance to activate the content. This move is already being parodied by the developers of Dying Light, announcing a similar marketing campaign using a glass of water. In comics, Kelly Sue DeConnick announced that she was leaving Captain Marvel, and the Mad Max Furiosa comic was released into a crowd of open arms waiting to embrace it, only to be found incredibly wanting. Critics expressed disappointment with every facet of the origin story, from the characterization of the title character to the unceasing depictions of rape and sexual assault to develop motivations of the wives. Seen as a huge deviation from the depictions in the film, fans took to Twitter to inquire about this 180 in tone, only to receive weird, vaguely denying responses. And the coolest thing on the internet is also the creepiest thing currently available to assail your eyes. The University of Southern California Institute for Creative Technologies has released information on how to model more realistic CGI skin, and it is just as terrifying as you think it could be. We are clearly nowhere near out of the uncanny valley, and I'm fairly certain it will get way, way worse before it gets realistic. And that's everything that happened this week. Newsies with never-ending news needs can check the description for links of anything I covered today, and I'll see you next week with another round of Newswords.